House Resolution H.R. 1 for the People Act is a proposed law by Congress that reads like a felon's wish list. It actually encourages more cheating in future elections. The real question is which part of H.R. 1 is for the people. It actually allows all the corruption of the 2020 election to continue until the country stops being taken for fools. It puts the majority party in control of elections, not letting states have any say in election regulations. It mandates automatic voter registration, mail-in ballots, and curbside voting with no signature or ID, and allows voting up to 10 days after Election Day. It prevents state election officials from ever updating voter rolls to exclude those who died or moved. It also bans any state from requiring voter ID and prevents any state from prosecuting anyone who committed voter fraud. It allows same-day voter registration to anyone over age 16, including felons. It mandates early voting by mail and requires ballot boxes be placed 45 days before the election. It legalizes ballot harvesting with no limit on the number of harvested ballots one person can solicit, collect, and submit for others. It also requires colleges to hire campus voter coordinators. The Democrats also put a firewall in the law by specifying any constitutional challenge be filed in the Kangaroo, Washington, D.C. District Court. This is intended to slow down any attempt at stopping the law before the Supreme Court rules it unconstitutional before the 2022 elections. Schumer and Pelosi are getting unexpected pushback on this travesty from their own constituents. Even those who like the recent outcome see how dishonest this is and are distancing themselves from this idiocy. Democrats know cheating is the only way they can win elections, but don't want to be associated with such blatant displays of arrogance and condescension. They also realize winning is meaningless if everyone knows they cheated by using the tactics in H.R. 1 that tries to make them legal now. The latest polls show 65% of all minority voters want voter ID and don't think it's racist. Over 75% of all the minorities say there's no burden in presenting an ID. These Democratic lies claim it's racist and burdensome and are wearing thin. This exposes the bigotry of their low expectations and is insulting to minorities. It means they believe their constituents are too stupid to acquire an ID and vote for what they believe is best for their families without being told they're victims. H.R. 1 goes even further regarding candidate funding. It requires states to have independent commissions to redraw district lines appointed by a 10-person national committee whose mission is to protect United States democratic institutions. Only 4 of that committee can be from the minority party, and the leftist knows this does not protect, but undermines our democratic institutions. H.R. 1 has campaigns funded by tax dollars, sets limits on funding raising, and allows campaign funds to be used for personal expenditures. It requires the president and the vice president to divest all financial interest and present their tax returns. Anyone who would agree to completely divest and disclose their financial interest to run for office has little or nothing to disclose. Anyone who is successful and achieved it honestly would not subject themselves to this hypocrisy and insult. Using Trump's art of the deal, they hope that some of these attacks that are on our Constitution will get through. Thank God, even Democrats are not that stupid, seeing the dishonesty, corruption, and embarrassment of being caught cheating. They know one day this will all come and their stupidity of this law will come back to haunt them. I just wish it wouldn't take so long. This is Keith Kuby wishing you the best in making the world a better place.